The Back to the Future trilogy is one of the best movie trilogies in my opinion, but every good movie series has to have a villain, whether it's Darth Vader, Thanos, or Voldemort. For Back to the Future, they have Biff Tannen. Throughout the trilogy, we see the Tannen family. In 1, we have Biff Tannen. In 2, we have Griff Tannen. And in 3, we have Buford Mad Dog Tannen. You probably saw the title of this video and wondered, how would I make a video on only 3 characters? Well, a couple months after Back to the Future 3, they made Back to the Future the animated series. This animated series has 2 seasons and has villains who are, of course, part of the Tannen family. And then it starts to get a lot more complex. Bifficus Tannery is the earliest known ancestor of the Tannen family, appearing in the episode of the animated series Roman Holiday, where they go back to the year 36, where they find Bifficus Tannery, where he's a gladiator in ancient Rome and challenges Marty to a chariot race. Lord Biffingham Howardsworth of Tannenshire is an English lord in the late 14th century. In the animated series episode, A Family Vacation, he challenged Doc to a jousting match and lost, and tried to behead him when he lost. What a sore loser. Bifando de la Tannen is a Spanish conquistador in the mid-1500s. He appeared in the episode Time Waits for No Frog, where he finds Marty and Doc searching for a frog in South America, and thought they were searching for the lost city of gold. Goodman Tannen is a Puritan and a trashman in Salem, Massachusetts, in 1692, who appeared in the episode of the animated series Witchcraft. He has a daughter who is named Mercy Tannen. He sees Marty playing a harmonica and tries drowning him, thinking that he was a witch. Mungo P. Tannen is a prison warden in Australia in 1790 and appears in the episode of the animated series Einstein's Adventure and arrests 2 bank robbers that traveled from the year 1991. Wild Bill Tannen is an outlaw in 1823 in the episode of the animated series Clara's Folk. He tries kidnapping Clara Clayton's mother. When Vern tries to rescue her, unsuccessfully, he kidnaps him, but they manage to escape by blinding Wild Bill with the flash on Vern's camera. Ebenezer Tannen is from 1845 and in the episode of the animated series Dickens of a Christmas. He's based off of Ebenezer Scrooge in A Christmas Carol. He collects people's mortgages and if they're late, sends them to prison in his own wing called the Tannen Wing. Beauregard Tannen is a general in the Civil War in the Battle of Chattanooga in 1864. He's in Back to the Future, the video game, and in the animated series episode Brothers, and is the great-grandfather of Irving the Kid Tannen, who is also in the video game. Thaddeus Blacktooth Tannen is the uncle of Mad Dog Tannen. He appears in the episode of the animated series Friend Indeed, where they travel back to 1875. He got his name Blacktooth after Marty tricked him with trick gum. Buford Mad Dog Tannen is the main antagonist of Back to the Future 3. He's an outlaw in 1885 Hill Valley who tries to kill Doc over a matter of only $80 till he was stopped by Marty, inventing the Frisbee in the process. He was actually originally teased in Back to the Future 2 because they were filmed at the same time with a black beard, but that was only an early test. Diamond Jim Tannen is a gangster in 1897 Boston, Massachusetts. In the animated series episode, Batter Up, he tries pressuring Pee Wee McFly of the Boston Bee Eaters. Yes, that is a real team. Look it up. Anyway, Diamond Jim Tannen tries to get Pee Wee McFly to throw the game, but he's stopped by Marty. Muggsy Tannen is a mobster in 1927 Chicago, Illinois, and appears in the first issue of the Back to the Future Harvey comics. And he's second in command of the mob, with first in command being Arnie Eggs Benedict. Irving the Kid Tannen is a gang boss from 1930s Hill Valley. They're in a speakeasy and is the antagonist of Back to the Future video game, and is the great-grandson of Buford Mad Dog Tannen, and is actually the father of Biff Tannen. Cliff and Riff Tannen are the brothers of Biff Tannen and appear in Back to the Future's video game. They are part of the Tannen mob family. Little is known about them. Alright, here we go. The main villain, Biff Tannen. Biff Tannen is the main antagonist of the Back to the Future trilogy. He's a school bully in 1955 Hill Valley. He owns a car detailing company in 1985, and in the alternate 1985, he owns Biff's Pleasure Paradise after receiving the Sports Almanac from Grandpa Biff from 2015, where he still owns the car detailing business. Biff Tannen Jr. is the son of Biff Tannen. He appears in 5 episodes of the animated series. He is in the same grade as Vern Brown and is a bully. He was originally supposed to be in Back to the Future 2. In 2015, he owns the Cafe 80s. Griff Tannen is a secondary antagonist in Back to the Future 2, where he tries to get Marty McFly Jr. to rob a bank. He wears a spiked helmet and a chainmail jacket. He owns a pit bull hoverboard. He does appear in an episode of Back to the Future at the animated series, where he's still in prison after 60 years. Ziff Tannen is the grandson of Griff Tannen in 2091 in the animated series episode Solar Sailors. He sabotages Martha McFly's solar sail ship. Luckily, he's foiled by Jules and Vern, where he goes to prison in the same cell as his grandfather, Griff Tannen. Tannen the Barbarian is the furthest in the future Tannen family member that we know of, and is from 2,991,299,129,912, and appears in the Harvey comic book of Back to the Future, Jewel in the Tower, where he kidnaps Doc, Clara, Jules, and Vern in exchange for a jewel. So that's every member of the Tannen family in the movies, animated series, and Harvey comics. I hope you enjoyed the video. Now, I am a very small channel, so I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. It would really help out my channel a lot, and if this video gets 300 likes, I will make a McFly family tree video where I will cover the McFly family members in the movies, series, and comics. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and goodbye.